I'm going to talk about a product one of my good friends, Paul, introduced to my community, and it blew me away with what was possible on how I was not maximising my own gains. When I put this on my portfolio, it saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
More from Jake shortly. First of all, though, I just want to introduce myself. My name's Paul, and I'm the creator of Bull Run Ready 2.0. It's a bit rude not to say hello, wouldn't it? So, hello, kind of. And I'm generally really excited to be able to get this into your hands. But before we move on any further, I want to make you aware of a couple of things so you can make an informed decision on whether Bull Run Ready 2.0 is for you. So the first is with regards to this video. I had a small test group that consisted of both crypto YouTubers, some up and coming but some more established, and also some everyday people who invest in crypto. And I was conscious of the length of this video. So I've taken some clips from the full length video reviews that the YouTubers have left and just put them together so it's a more condensed version so you can get a feel for their viewpoints on it. So that's what's coming up. But I'm also conscious of the fact that this thumbnail for this video and the title obviously promise a lot, and you can be forgiven for being skeptical. If it was me, I would be. However, I can assure you, I'm glad your curiosity got the better of you, because this generally will make investors tens of thousands extra. That I have no doubt about whatsoever. But to emphasize as to why, I'm just going to run through a text message exchange I had.
Now I'm just going to run through a text message exchange I had with one of those who took part in my small test group for Bull Run Ready 2.0. His details are blanked out to protect his identity, but who he is doesn't matter. What he has to say does. And the first part is, to me, Paul, your system is helping get out better regardless of the shit show of how I got here. And I think that's something most of us can resonate with. I certainly can. And this was my response. Now, first of all, apologies for it not being that clear. My screen capture wasn't working at the time, so I had to take it with another phone. But where I want to pick it up is here. What I'm finding is that those I've asked to review the system either focus on either one or the other, but that's fine. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. And I really hope you manage to utilize both systems, because I genuinely think it will make tens of thousands of difference to you come the bull run. So, two systems. What is that about? Bull Run Ready 2.0 consists of two systems. So you've got the DCA system, the advanced DCA system, should I say, and the exit strategy system. So that's the first thing I wanted to clear up so it's not confusing. What you're going to notice from the up and coming YouTuber reviews is that Jake touches on both, whereas the other three are more focused on the advanced DCA system. Now, the next thing is you'll notice there that I've stated I generally think it will make tens of thousands difference to you come the bull run, which I do. This is what his response was. I think it will. He goes on to say, thank you getting me into this process of getting organised and prepared. I'm truly grateful to have met you at this time point in my life. It's really allowed me to see what I'm doing more clearly.
Hopefully now you're grasping that no, this isn't some BS hyped up bollocks, want for a better expression, but it's not. It's the real deal.
So, how does this system make you tens of thousands more? What it all boils down to is making decisions that increase the potential net X of your entire portfolio, but whilst also being in line with your risk tolerance. Because at the end of the day, if you're happy with your potential, and I stress potential because no one knows in terms of prices that will go to, but if you're happy with that, and you're also happy with the percentages that you've got invested in different plays from a risk tolerance point of view, then you're in great shape. And that's what the system was designed to do, and to make it dead easy for you to achieve. The issue is most investors will know their average entry price, and they'll have conviction circa where they think it can go, and they're viewing their portfolio like this. So you'll hear YouTubers going, well, this is a 10x, this is blah blah. Once you start taking off your exchange fees and then your capital gains tax and then how much you lose from layering out, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, you're not stupid. You know you're going to lose income from a gross fee net perspective. Of course you do. But I seriously doubt many investors realise the true impact these deductions will have on your overall income. I can't begin to express it enough. Once you start to see the difference between your net and your gross after these deductions, it just will change your investment decisions. That I'm convinced of. And I mean, the good thing about the system, though, getting back on point, is that you're able then to plug in goals. So you can put in your projections or how much you actually want to target to invest in a coin and coins that you want to actually buy, figuratively. And the system will tell you how much all that's going to cost. But also it tells you what impact it's going to have on your average entry price. By utilising the system, you're able to see the effects of what you're considering before it actually happens. For example, this system has enabled me to make the decision to stop investing in Quant, HBAR and Stellar. That's not because they're bad projects. I still believe in them. But if I hadn't had this system, I could have got myself into a situation where I was just had the conviction in them. I wanted to continue investing in them. And I didn't really know the impact of doing so. Now, of course, no one knows exactly what a price, what any coin will go to. I'm not claiming they do. But the best thing we can do in this situation is get a conviction for where we think they're most likely to go, and then work backwards and making data-led decisions to actually determine on what we want to do. But it's fundamentally crucial, in my view, that we grasp the difference between what your potential gross is and what your net is, because it will alter your investment decisions. That I'm certain of. It doesn't matter whether you agree with me right now, because once you use the system, I'm convinced you will. But by me not investing in those coins, I've been able to put them elsewhere and make more gains and get a balanced portfolio as a result. So ultimately, you're being able to see the data and go, hold on a second, that's not as much as I thought it was going to be. That doesn't make sense to now go and invest that amount of money. You can see it all clearly. Now, of course, when I say I won't invest in them, that's on the assumption prices are rising at this moment in time. But the other beauty is then you can play with the system to see at what price point it then makes sense to reinvest in them. Again, looking at how your average entry price is affected. So if it's going to be lower. Ultimately, though, there needs to be a point in time when you stop investing in coins. Yeah, taking motion out of it. And by seeing your net X, you're able to ask yourself a question, is that a big enough net X for me? And it's by making these tweaks that will make you tens of thousands more if you're a serious investor. Now, of course, can I say it's going to make you personally tens of thousands? Of course I can't. That'd be bollocks. I don't know how much you've invested, and of course your results will vary on how much money you will save depending on how much you've invested. You know, that's a given. But if you're serious about it and you've invested, you know, a decent amount of money in, then I think people will fall into this bracket. So I just thought it was really important for me to explain this and understand, and for you to grasp that by making these data-led decisions and seeing ahead of time the impact of doing stuff, and then changing what you would do as a result, is what will make you thousands and thousands of pounds more. Then the beauty is the exit strategy part of the system, you also be able to save thousands more, because I see that it's commonly taught to do, I'll take 10, 10, 10, or I'll take 20, 20, 20 and let the rest run. Now, I agree with the let the rest run side of it, but there's tweaks that you can make versus what other people are teaching that will make you a significant and more amount of money, and my system enables you to do that quickly and easily. Okay, that said, let's get on with the YouTube video reviews.
All that kind of good stuff. So, before we get into it, we have to talk about the problem. People blindly invest in coins with not having a clue what their net X is, right? Gross is significantly less. I come from an econ background, okay? When I used to talk about me doing 100k a month, it looks like, wow, 100k a month is coming to Jake Gordon's bank account. Is it? Buggery. 100k a month was not coming to my bank account because that's gross. Net is very, very different. You have ad spend. You have product costs. In cryptocurrency is the same. So once you have a formula like this, you can see down here, and this is just the layer out of the back end, there's a lot more tabs, etc., and how this actually works. And it's so effing simple to work out your gross, your net, and we can get this on point. Because just understanding basic fundamentals of this will change your portfolio. So I really, again, urge you to take this seriously. And that is number one, the problem. Now, you can see here how gross is completely different from the net. It's a big difference from reality. You look at the 8.8xx here, and you look at the next is 7.2. And then, if you talk about average, the AT after taxes profit for you guys, unfortunately, in the UK, USA, etc., there's a massive difference here. And if you look at your portfolio and you start plugging this in, once you download this and you use this for yourself, you're going to realize, hey, hang on a minute. Shit, we might not be making as much as possible, but we can still use this to make more, because we can look at other taking out profit strategies, etc., and what this spreadsheet can offer you. So that's number one. It's a big problem with a lot of people out there, a lot of YouTubers. I've been guilty of this myself, always talking about the 100x, the 50x, the 10x multiplier. But when you look at net, and Paul really made me understand, it's like, fuck, yes, there's a big difference. There's a big, big difference, especially with fees, etc. You guys got to understand this. You need to be bull run prepared for the bull run. And if you're not prepared, yes, you might still do well. You can still ride coins. But if we're trying to maximize value for your future, for your livelihood, for your kids, we've got to take this shit seriously. When you start to do the maths on this, it's a big difference, brother. A big, big difference. And again, you've probably not just got one coin, right? Over all my coins, me plugging in this system for my portfolio, it's over 6 figures plus different just by using this. So whatever Paul decides to charge in this, I don't know. Whatever it is, it saved me 6 figures. And even if you are a small investor, it will save you 5 figures. I guarantee that. So get it done. It's absolutely crazy once you put your figures in here. And it's easy, but powerful. And that's what's so important.
Gross versus net. So when I started to see what the net returns look like, I started to say, oh shoot, you know, it started to basically make my portfolio transparent. So I was able to realize, well, how unbalanced my portfolio was. I did actually plug in just a bunch of different projects that I really started to do some research on. And right off the bat, I started to see how I could start to balance my portfolio by removing some of the fat that was inside, previous projects that I was in. Bull Run 2.0 opened my eyes to be able to see how to really balance out my portfolio, understand what type of gains I'm actually going to take home versus actually make. So it's the whole gross to net thing, which really opened my eyes. You have your initial investment, you have your entry, you have your potential targets, where you're going to pull out, how much you're going to gross versus how much you're going to net, and all this information inside this Bull Run 2.0 document is very, very transparent on understanding that type of data to give you exactly the information that you need to balance out your portfolio, understand your gains versus, or you're understanding your gross versus your net. So Paul, very, very grateful for you sending this over to me. It really opened my eyes. I've been in cryptocurrency, obviously, for about 2-3 years now, and using this, I'm actually will recommend this to many of my friends that are in cryptocurrency, because it's really changed the way that I view understanding how to invest into projects. Thank you so much. Really amazing tool that you've created, sir.
This is going to blow your mind, right? So many things are spoken about as a bull run essential, but this genuinely is a bull run essential. This will change the way that you DCA forever. And it has changed the way, or my way of thinking for sure, but in a good way, right? I haven't seen something like this that you can actually use, that's so simple to use, that will actually change a lot of your perceptions of crypto. This is how good the system is. It has every piece of data you could possibly wish to know, but with a focus on maximizing your ROI from the bull run, which is obviously the most important thing, but it gives you that by making data-led decisions and building a portfolio that matches your risk to reward for your appetite and tolerance. I want things that can make it easy at a glance. I want to be able to look at it and see where I am and then understand that how I can manufacture a better position based upon that. It tells you what your next X is, which isn't spoken about on YouTube videos. Now, this is something I'm trying to implement now, but net X is actually more important than you think. But what I love most, And it is this. It's generally allowed me to restructure my portfolio in ways I hadn't considered before. And I've been in the crypto space now since 2020. It has made me consider things differently. And that's due to the data presented to me. I now know that I have a slightly higher entry price for quant, for example. I speak about quant, but I've got a slightly higher entry price for quant than I perhaps should have. So it's maybe reconsider that a little bit. I need to maybe make a little change into that. But it's also allowed me to bring my average entry price down for a few of my other coins, which will ultimately make me thousands more in the bull run, which is great about this because I've noticed that I saw a few coins that I could add a bit more to and bring that entry price right down, which would encourage me then to go and do that and make sure that my profits were even higher. I don't do testimonials but I generally don't. You'll know me. I don't talk about things that I don't believe in, but this 100% deserve one, as it's the best system I've ever seen in the space when it comes to what we're trying to achieve, which is the maximum gains in the bull run. I know this is going to fly very, very fast, so don't delay. You will genuinely regret it.
I just want to say, if I had this when I was in the last bull run, which was 2021, it would have saved me a lot of money. What your targets are, so you can set your targets for each coin, and you can see what you've got left to hit a required target, and what you can actually set as well what your goals are for your coins. And because you can see it all in front of you and clearly, it would have saved me a lot of trouble in the last bull run, because I was swapping coin for coin, selling this, buying that. And if you just kind of do that over and over and over again, you've no way of knowing, did I make profit? Did I actually lose money? And with this, you can actually put what you've bought, what you've sold, what you've transferred, and you can see overall if you're up or you're down. Because I think a lot of people, when the bull run starts, they'll get lost in the hype of everything, and they'll just keep ploughing money into coins over and over and over again, not knowing what their average entry price is, not knowing if selling one coin for another is good or bad, whether they should just hold and dollar cost average into their crypto because they've got a good price. They don't even know. This records all of that, and it's a really helpful tool, and it works everything out so you can actually see if you've made a profit. Gets my seal of approval because I do think it is a really good system, and you can tell there's been a lot of time spent on the system, and definitely something I'll be using for the next bull run, because I don't want to get lost when everything goes crazy, because it will go crazy. And bear in mind, you've not got much time left. So if you want to get into this, in my opinion, I'd get it now. Get all your portfolio sorted on it, get it all set up, get all your goals set up. Then you can sit back and get ready for the bull run, DCA in, and then you'll be ready to use it and actually track your profits and actually make money in the bull run.
I hope you can see the power of Bull Run Ready 2.0. I'm excited to get it in your hands because I'm convinced that if you utilise the system and take advantage of the training that's in the members area, that you'll squeeze every bit of money you can out of your portfolio. And the reason for that is because you're going to be making data-led decisions. And that's what's key here, guys. Yeah, that's the difference. You're really going to be able to maximise your gains in the up-and-coming bull run. That I have no doubt. Now, the good news is you're going to be able to get your hands on it for a penny. What? A penny. Yes, that's it. There's going to be a trial. So, there's just going to be a trial. Jake's told me I'm nuts for doing this, but sod it. I'm going to go with what I want to do. And you're going to be able to get access to the systems for a penny. So I'm taking all the risk here. And then, of course, if you want to continue to be a member, then, of course, you're more than welcome. We'd love to have you here and see you actually crush it in the up-and-coming bull run. So what's the catch? No, there really isn't one. No, genuinely, I don't believe you should be in a group that fleeces you for money. At the end of the day, I think it represents really good value, and I do expect it to fill up quickly. And the other reason is we haven't got long, have we? Halving's around the corner. So I just want to get on with this. Therefore, all that leaves me to say is thank you for watching. I would appreciate if you give it a like. If you like this kind of content, and you want to see it demoed, I'll be doing videos in the future, demoing it and explaining further benefits and stuff. Please subscribe. And if what the guys have had to say today has resonated with you at all, or if you're excited about this, or if there's something in particular that you've learned, then please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. It'd be good to hear from you. Now, we started with Jake, so we'll end with Jake.
1 penny. This is 10 baht. I'm in Thailand. That's 23p. Throw this. It's 23x of what he's giving you this for 1 penny. It's absolutely insane. 1p. If you're seeing this video right now, be the Adonis, have the Adonis mindset, and send this man 1 penny. That's it. And this is going to fly. Especially all his system supports UK, USA, Europe, Canada, and Australia. So chances are it covers you. You're absolutely fine. Get this man filled in. Now, I know Paul will deliver a fuck ton of value to his founding members, just like he has done to my community. So Paul was one of the early founders of my community. And he came in here strong with a lot of knowledge. And he always had this idea of this product. And when he brought it to us, like I said before, we were stunned. So again, you getting this for 1 penny is absolutely insane. And again, this will save you, whatever kind of investor you are. If you're the small investor, I guarantee it's going to save you 5 figures in the bull run. So you're absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. This is what you need to do right now. You're going to enter your email to the right of this video, or if you're watching this on YouTube, go and click the link in the description. And after that, you're going to get notified when his doors are open and you can start funneling in and get this system used. That's going to give you founding member and learn from him. Like I said, this is the early deal access you get. It's a founding member, get stuck in. Do that, and I've got absolutely no doubt you're going to be more prepared than 99% of crypto investors, and that you're absolutely going to crush it in the next bull run. If you're a small investor, it's worth 5 figures. You're insane not to get this now. I've got nothing else to say. All I'll say is be the Adonis of this bull run. Get stuck in. Get this done, and I'll see you inside.